Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Borsha and I am again back with a makeup tutorial video. So today's video is for beginners level videos, for people who want to try makeup for the first time but are afraid or a little reluctant to try and do not know what to do. There are a lot of videos around going around the internet, today's virtual world, but everything seems too complicated for them. There's too much of information out there, and please do not get overwhelmed with all those information. Please have patiently watch this video till the end. I'm going to explain how to achieve this nice glamorous look. Without much ado, let's start. So friends, to start off, I have washed my face just now. It's clean, and then I'm going to use a toner. So skincare is a very important part of a makeup. If your base of your skincare is good, your makeup will look good. I'm using a face mist toner from Pilgrim Red Wine. It's a very refreshing skin. Let this face mist dry on my skin, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply the moisturizer. So I'm going to use a Cream 21 moisturizer. You can get this on internet. So before starting this video, which I had already mentioned, that these whatever I'm going to say in this video is something that I do, which suits me. It might not suit you, it might suit you. So I'm not an expert, I'm just sharing what I do. So please just don't blindly follow any influencer or anyone's video. Whatever new you are going to start, just give it a try first. See a sample test, do a patch test, and see what your skin is saying to you. If your skin agrees to you, then please go ahead and give it a try. But if not, then please change. Whatever is suitable for me will not be suitable for you, may be suitable or may not be suitable. So please look after your skin. First and foremost point of makeup is that you need to learn blending. Invest your time in blending rather than investing your money in a lot of high-end products. No matter how much high-end products you buy, if you are not practiced, or you do not know how to blend your products, your makeup will look patchy, your makeup will bleed, your makeup will crease, and it won't look good. So and that in turn will discourage you from trying again, from giving your makeup another try or another chance. So what happens is, mostly what I have seen in my friends and families and colleagues and everyone, they try and they fail and they get discouraged and they stop there. So please do not stop. The key to any makeup is blending. So give your time, invest your time in blending rather than high-end products. You can use very minimum level budget friendly products and start, and then when you're practiced and when you're confident enough, you can go ahead and buy any high-end products you wish. So to start with a primer, there are a lot of primers in the market. So what I'll suggest, a beginner's level, try to purchase a primer which is not tinted or not any color corrector primer, because you might get confused what to buy and what to use and how to use. So it's better to try use a transparent primer which doesn't have any tint, so you're safe, and primer will work what it should be to blur your large pores. So prime your face, a whole face. Mostly it's to blur your your pores, your big pores. So these are the points where you need to apply a primer. I'm using Insight's Pore Minimizer primer. It's a decent one. I won't say it is the best one in the market, but of course it's a decent one. As I said, if you want to try, it's a beginner level, then you can go and invest in this. It doesn't cost much, so you can practice, and once you're confident, you can go ahead and give it a try to your high-end products. So next off is concealer. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to hide these dark circles. This, if you see, there are bit dark points here in my on my side of my nose. Then you can see there's some dark points here. To purchase a concealer which is 2 shades darker than your own shade, so what will it do? It will hide those you know, areas which you want to hide. I'm going to hide my dark spots with Maybelline concealer. This is in the sand shade caramel, sorry, sand. It's in the shade caramel. This is one of my regular concealer. You can see there's a dark bruise here. You'll see how nicely this concealer will blend. Now when you're blending this concealer, it's best to blend with your fingers or with a brush like this. Okay, what it does is that when you blend with a beauty sponge, beauty blender, damp beauty blender, it doesn't give it, the product gets absorbed on the blender. But with concealer, we want the product to stay on your face. We want coverage. So using your fingers and or you know, brush will give a better coverage. I'm going to show you by blending one side with finger and the other side with brush. You see, it gives high coverage. You see, it's already you know, done so much for my dark circle. Of course, if you use a color corrector, this will improve a lot. But again, this is a beginner level. You don't want to confuse yourself with whole lot of products and whole lot of you know, complications. Also, when you are blending on your eye area, be very gentle. See how nice coverage it has given. So this is what the base looks. Now we have to move on to foundation. So for a beginner, it's better to buy go to a store, check, do a patch test, check whatever suits to your skin, and then please buy. Now when you're beginning, do not buy a high coverage foundation. You need to buy medium to light to medium coverage foundation. Why? Because high coverage foundations are thick, and when a thicker foundation needs a better blending technique. So as I said, you need to practice blending. So for practicing, it's better to use a light to medium coverage foundation. Now you already have covered most of your imperfections with that concealer, so you don't need a very thick and high coverage foundation to, you know, completely mask up your face. Now if you want a coverage, I prefer blending a foundation with a brush first, and take small amounts like this and blend. What we'll do, again, like the concealer, brush does give a nice coverage, because what does the beauty blenders absorb a lot of product, so it will give you a sheer you know, coverage. So my technique is first blend your foundation with a brush, and then go ahead and dab the foundation with a beauty blender. This way you will get the coverage, and also it won't look patchy or cakey on your face. And I'm using Wet n Wild foundation. It's a decent budget friendly foundation. Now I have blended my foundation with the brush. Now what I'm going to see, this is a damp sponge beauty blender. I'm going to just press this over my foundation. What it will do is that, now what this will do is that it will give you a sheer coverage, and your skin will look quite natural. It will take away the excess that is over your on your skin. Before going to the next step, what I like to do is I like to use a setting spray. Using your setting spray between the makeup will set your foundation. Now this base this base will set up. after using this. Now I'm going to let this dry off. Do not wipe, do not use a tissue and move the excess water. We need this liquid on our face, and let it dry itself. All the setting spray has dried up. Now what I'm going to do is brighten up my eyes with a concealer. This is one shade lighter to my skin tone. I think it's shade Sand. Also above here, here, here. Again, blend it with the brush or your fingers, whatever suits you. Now with makeup, when you're beginning, you have to remember that all your cream products have to go first and your powder after that. Okay, so if once you have put powder, your setting powder, and then you prefer not to put any cream product over it, and always dab, do not drag, nothing, just dab. Why? Otherwise everything underneath will get wiped away. So next is powder. So if you are a dusky and dark toned person, always use a banana powder as a setting powder. You can use a tinted compact powder or tinted setting powder, loose powder as well. So I'm using Sugar's brow definer. It's a brown shade. Black shades you can use, but somehow I feel black makes your eyebrows too prominent. What you need to do is brush your eyebrows like this, and then so you will see in mostly people who are expert in makeup, they do your eyebrows first and then they put a concealer or foundation around your eyes. Yes, that's a very good idea, but again, that's an advanced level. Don't overwhelm yourself with too much methods and make this makeup thing too complicated. The thing why people do scare away from makeup, as I said in the beginning, is that they follow the wrong technique and they feel discouraged immediately. No, even if you fail, please don't get discouraged. Please try again. It's no rocket science. As I said, invest your time in blending rather than in high-end products.